This is how we're going to make our crab stuffed jalapenos. Cut one end, take your knife, it's a small little knife here. We're just going to clean that out as best as you can. And what we're going to do is we're going to take, this was the cheapest crab meat we found. We're going to stuff those, and then we're going to wrap them in bacon. Get it in there. Okay, all the jalapenos are stuffed, so now what we're going to do is we are going to start wrapping them. And I got some toothpicks here. Just overlap it at the top. Just wrap it around. That way it keeps all that crab meat in. I'll be your assistant. Here. You can use 1 or 2 toothpicks, however you want to do that. That's it. We're going to do the rest of them. I'm going to put them on the grill, see how they turn out. We're ready to put them on the grill. Now what I do is, I get that super hot, get the grill as hot as you possibly can, and it's almost like you're going to try and sear this bacon. You're going to cook it. What I do is I cook it as fast as I possibly can on the outside. The bacon's not cooked, everything else is good to go. The crab meat's cooked. What we're going to do is we're going to cook these. You can put it right over that direct flame. It's going to flame up. That's fine. And as one side cooks, gets seared, we're just going to rotate it. And then I'll set them off to the side and let them cook internally for a little bit. Soften up the jalapenos and go from there. You can see that flame start to come up. Don't be scared of that flame. You're not going to burn this if you're watching it. My suggestion is just don't go anywhere. This bacon, you can already see right there as I turn that over, the bacon's going to cook pretty fast. So I get that flame going. Just kind of rotate them over. And as it cooks through, just turn it over until it's nice and golden brown. And then what we'll do is we'll set them aside. Let them cook a little bit, soften up some of those jalapenos, and we'll go from there. Again, don't be scared of that flame. That flame's okay, that's your friend. You want that bacon nice and crispy. And if it gets a little too out of hand, I got these super huge tongs too that allow me to get way back here. So if it gets out of hand a little bit, you can just move it off to the side. You can kind of see it's flaring up a little bit, that's fine. That's okay. It's just that bacon grease rolling in there. Whoop, a little hot. It's alright. Set them off to the side. Okay, this is about 2 minutes of cooking. You can see like this guy right here is already kind of cooked pretty good. So what I do is I'll start setting them off to the side, and then I'm going to indirectly cook them. Let that heat kind of soften those peppers up. Again, the main thing you want to do is get that bacon cooked. And the best way I do that is get that flame going. I used to be scared. I thought I was going to burn them. The biggest mistake you could make would be to close the lid and walk away. Now you can close the lid and leave it down for a little bit, but make sure you stay here. If you walk away more than 30 seconds to a minute, you're going to burn that bacon. But for me, personally, just through experience, see right here, you can see that sucker is already good to go. From experience, I've walked away plenty of times and have burnt these. I've seen other people burn them. This is just a fail-safe for you not to ruin these tasty treats, especially with the price of bacon. Again, after you get that bacon nice and brown, just set them aside. Cook them for about 10-15 minutes is what I do. Get that nice and soft. Let those flavors melt together. It's going to be delicious. Right here you can see I have 2 gauges on my pit. This one I put above the coals directly. This is my direct temperature at the top. It's running about 250. And then over here we're running right at a little bit under 200 degrees. It's a little blurry there. See, right at about 200 degrees. So, depending on how you like to cook it, I'm cooking some pork ribs, so I'm slow cooking those. 200 degrees will definitely soften those up. Come back in here and look. I'll move these around a little bit, rotate them. You see how they got a nice golden brown to them? These are going to be absolutely delicious. After they've been cooking for about 5 minutes, I like to come in here and rotate them. See, they're getting a nice golden brown. We're going to cook those bad boys for another 5 minutes or so, and they'll be ready.